Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Yeah, I think the armbar is her lethal weapon, and my prediction, I'm going to go right out and say it, is that Rousey will win via armbar, but it will not be in under a minute. I don't give her that. For some reason, I don't think it's going to be that easy. You know, I mean, everyone's going to see it coming. Or maybe she'll go for something else, and she'll go for the armbar, and she'll finish with a choker. Who knows? But I just don't think she's going to run through Miesha Tate like she has the other girls. You know, Miesha Tate she's a wrestler, and so I think it's going to be a pretty good, like, evenly matched kind of fighting style, I guess. But we'll see. I'm so excited for this fight. I've never gotten so excited for a fight ever before, except for maybe Gina Carano and Cyborg, however many years ago that was. So We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to pick one that I hope will win, but I do think that Rousey will win.
Now, as somebody who does jiu-jitsu yourself, if you knew you were going into a match and somebody was going for an armbar and that was all they wanted to do, how would you defend against an armbar submission?
Well, you got to keep your arms in. You got to keep them pinned to your body. Sometimes, there people tell stories about, like, Hickson, and he'd be on the mat with someone, and he'd say, before he started to grapple, I'm going to armbar your left arm in 10 seconds. And he would count down 10, 9, 8, 7, and even people would know it was coming, they still couldn't get out of it. So, she may be at a level similar to that, where even if she's, telegraphing her armbar, it's just going to be too late and it's not going to matter. I don't know, but yeah, definitely trying to keep your arms in. But as soon as you keep your arms in, you're going to be opening yourself up for something else. And I'm sure that her game has more depth than just arm bars. Although, she hasn't really proven it yet, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. And would you consider takedowns an adequate defense against that? Because Miesha is really known for her takedowns. In fact, her nickname is Takedown Tate.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even if she gets the takedown, a lot of takedowns I've seen from wrestlers end up with them getting, choked or armbarred. And so Miesha's going to have to be very careful with the different takedowns that she does, because you put yourself out there when you go into someone like that. And that would be something if Tate takes her down and then Rousey just armbars her in 3 seconds, which it could easily happen. So,
oh, no doubt about that. And one thing I always see with takedowns, and you kind of hinted at it, and it's something I've always noticed, is a lot of wrestlers, when they go for a takedown, they leave their neck out, so they get the takedown, but in the process, they give their opponent the chance to wrap an arm around their neck and guillotine choke them out.
Guillotine, yeah, the guillotine or the arm bar. I've also seen some wrestlers, too, they're not used to being punched in the face all the time, so they go in for a takedown, not blocking their face or something, and, it's just something that they have to as wrestlers, deal with, and I'm sure that Ronda Rousey's having to work on her, defense from strikes and stuff like that as well. But yeah, the wrestlers that I've seen fight are really aggressive and exciting to watch, but sometimes they do risky things that get them in trouble. So, but that makes it more exciting.
Very true. And Peter, we've already gotten Whitney's prediction on this fight, so let's get your 2 cents. What do you think's going to happen when Tate and Rousey face off?
Well, as much as an exciting fighter Ronda Rousey is, I'm going to go with Miesha Tate. I don't think, it'd be a good fight, but I think this is Rousey's first or second fight at bantamweight as opposed to featherweight. If it was featherweight, I'd give it to Rousey, but it's bantamweight. I'm going to go with Tate.
All right. Well, do you think she's going to knock her out wrestle her? What do you see?
I might be a smart ass for saying this. I'm going to say armbar.
Well, there it is. We have two completely different predictions. Whitney is picking an armbar by Rousey. Peter's picking an armbar by Tate. I'm going to go ahead and just say I think it'll go 3 or 4 rounds, and I think Tate will get a submission on the ground, possibly a rear naked choke, but I just feel like Rousey great, but it's almost too soon for her to get a title shot. It just doesn't seem like she's had the level of competition of Miesha Tate, and I think that's going to hurt her in this fight.